obsession versus passion. You know, in our lives, you may say that you have a passion, but I think you have an obsession. Don't get me wrong, I think both are very good motivators, but there are definitely some drawbacks with each. See, when you're passionate about something, you're good at it. But when you are obsessed with something, you're really good at it. I'm talking fantastically good at it. The problem is, from my understanding, is that when you're passionate about something, you love it. When you're obsessed with something, you probably hate it. Basically, anyone who plays League of Legends, those are people that are obsessed with it. They don't love that game. They don't even like that game anymore. But they're good at it. Well, not really, but they're kind of good at it. You'll never be top 10, top rank, champion, whatever. The point is, ooh, that's a nice stang right there. We're going to have to do this whole loop-de-loop around. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I should have not done that. I need to cross 3 lanes, so let's wait for a light. But what am I trying to get at with this? Well, I figured I'd talk to you because I have to drive an hour to get to my photography spot in Disney Springs. But my point being is that I understand that I'm probably just obsessed with photography right now and I have to go out and get photos. But for me, I'm searching for something. I'm searching for a purpose, a reason to be here, you know? And I think photography really captures life, really makes you appreciate life more, appreciate others, appreciate people. And I think I need that in my life right now. So, if you think you need that in your life as well, I advise you to keep watching. And I will be focused on the road, so don't get ahead of yourself thinking you're going to get eye contact with me the whole time. But, I just want to find the joys in life again. And quite honestly, I'm broke, so I'm not going to go spend money. But what I could do is take pictures of people spending money. So that works. Also, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Or maybe like a handful. I don't even care if people just glance at my pictures and move on. I might make a YouTube video on how my photo process works. I'm never gonna get out of this. Oh my god. Come on, man. You ain't gonna give me an opening? Damn. Come on. A little opening? Alright. We're making this happen. Boom, boom, open. Good. So yeah, I think that is a little wild. And I think I've realized that with my photography, with the homemade jerky I make and, you know, the video games I play, the TV shows I watch, I think that you don't even like them. You're not even passionate about these things. But people ask, oh, what do you do for fun? Oh, I watch TV shows. When in actuality, you binge watch TV shows and finish entire series within a week or so because you have nothing better to do in life. You're like, oh yeah, I play video games. Just a little. You go home every day and grind. You've got thousands of hours. Nothing wrong with that, bro. Pursue your passion. But understand the difference between passion and obsession. And I bet you probably fall under obsession. You don't have anything better to do. So you stick with obsession. That's good jerky. It's kind of crazy though. I've been thinking, oh, you know, I'm really good at this thing. People seem to think it's cool. You know, maybe you take up like cooking or whatever. At the end of the day, you just say that so you have a hobby on the paper. But at the end of the day, you're just obsessed with it. You just got nothing better to do. You just know a lot about it. So you can't give up now, right? I don't know. And I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I'm in the same boat as you, man. Photography, jerky, cooking, video games, TV shows. What are my real hobbies? I don't know. Probably photography. I mean, I just got a camera. I'm 21 years old. Taking a lot of photos with my phone, but I'm not proud of any of them. You know? Put a lot of work towards my photography. I've learned a lot over the course of time. It's taken a lot to get to this point, and I haven't even scratched the surface of it. I do wish someone pushed me in the right direction a lot earlier in my life. You know, my grandfather gave me my first camera, a Nikon, little baby point and shoot camera. It's a 5 megapixel. Super small, but it gave me a passion for it. You know, you take pictures and it's like, it's okay, yeah. But I did time lapses with it. I did videos with it. I took pictures with it that were really good, actually. But I also took like stop motion with Legos and my creativity through that. Like, I learned so much with that. And I wouldn't even take them off camera. I would just hit the scroll button on the camera and view my stop motion through that. Just skip through the photos really fast and see my little stop motion video. The simplicity of life when we were younger it's nostalgic. I mean, that's why people call it that, nostalgic. And I understand that now, and I should have taken that more seriously. I should have cared for that more. And things like that, you know? So I'm trying to find my passion again, you know? It starts with obsession, but dedication to it becomes a passion. I'm trying to dedicate myself to photography until I love it. Right now, I'm obsessed with it. I'm thinking about getting a GoPro to strap on my chest to do videos with it, and then do like little photography videos and showing how I come up with a shot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm not even gonna make those videos. Like, tell you what, I've got Filmora Pro, which is an amazing software that I love. It's like Premiere Pro, but it's Filmora. It's cheaper, it's better, it's cleaner. It's not Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm certified in it and I still hate it. I just think it's not worth the hype, and it's not worth the price either. That price is just outrageous. Do not get Adobe Premiere Pro unless you are a pro. And then if you are a pro, you're probably not using Premiere Pro. I hate them so much, with a passion. It's like $50 a month. I'm not paying $50 a month to use Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, Adobe Acrobat Plus. Screw you. I'm not using any of that. I think that's ridiculous. Also, don't get a ChatGPT subscription. 4.0 or 4.0 is out right now, where you can get about 5 to 10 responses every 5 hours. Unless you're an AI fiend, you're fine with that. You do not need to pay for ChatGPT. At least that's from what I understand. By the way, that jerky is phenomenal. I made it way too thick this time because I was lazy and I didn't even care to slice it really thin and get it nice and crispy. I like the jerky crispy. This is a lot harder to chew. But it takes longer to eat, which means, therefore, I can stretch this out longer. So I think it's worth it to me. And let me tell you, my marinade on this is in point this time. Spicy, sweet, delicious, not too salty. And I forgot to add the liquid smoke. Yeah, we got a 43-minute drive ahead of us, and we just got in line. I'm excited to see that. But whatever. You know, in my, over the course of time, I told you before, I was working since the age of 16. And from the age of 16, I worked a lot of jobs and I worked a lot of hours. At one point, I was working 65 hours a week and then also doing online school at Valencia for my associate's degree in college. And technically still at high school. That's that whole dual enrollment thing. I had a full-time job off the books. I had a part-time job on the books with Chick-fil-A. And then a volunteer position at Rising Star Stables for my veterinary assisting certification that is useless because you make $10 an hour, highly competitive in the clinical industry where you need to be constantly learning and getting recertified. And it's just hard work. And I've done dishwashing, prep cook. It sucks. It all sucks. Physical labor, I respect you for being in that job, but the whole point is to get out of it, and I'm out of it now. I'm out of that industry, and I never plan to go back. Now, don't get me wrong, when you're 18 years old, or hell, you could retire at 65 still doing that physical labor, hard work every day. I respect you for it. I respect you that you're doing all that work, but it is not for the faint of heart. And it can really take some gas out of you. And I'm in a situation right now where I'm coming up to a head where I'm gonna have to do that again. I'm gonna have to work my current job, get a raise, get a promotion, fight for it, and then also figure out how I'm going to get a side job on the side, or a 20 hours a week kind of gig, or a side business, or the photography thing, the YouTube thing, or renting out rooms to people at a house that I buy, like subletting, I think it's called, or just really living tight with very minimal money and lots of savings keeping me alive, or picking up an entire whole nother job, a remote job, or just throwing it all away and moving to Japan and buying a house there. I don't know. I do know is that your boy is cooked. And, it's tough. But we're gonna figure it all out. But my main reason behind that, the main reason I was trying to get to with that, is that when I was going through that time frame, I didn't have much time. I had nothing. I mean, I was working 65 hours a week. I can't believe I still slept. But now, I've had a little bit of free time and I've been wasting it. And just now, when I realized that I need to start utilizing my time better and really scheduling in my fun and trying to find some people to hang out with, I feel like it's being taken away from me. I have to go back to that grind set, that groveling for work, really working 65 hours a week again, hardcore, just to barely make ends meet. And how long does that last? Just for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? 10 years? When does it end? When I retire at 65? Maybe 64 if I'm lucky because I saved a lot of my money? You're telling me we just live to work and then die? What makes us better than ants, if that's the case? The amount of people I've seen in that ER come through at the age of 65, 70, maybe even 75. Maybe you make it 10 years past retirement. Maybe you don't get to retire because you get disabled and you get in a car crash at 50. Or maybe 40. Maybe you just die at 36. I don't know, but it scares me. It scares me that I'm running out of time. I don't think I'm gonna make it that far. Maybe I die in a car crash or something. I call that morbid, but I'm paranoid. I'm worried that I'm not gonna live out my life to the fullest because I'm gonna be too busy spending time at work. And the thing is I'm a humble individual. I don't even want to spend money. I don't spend money in general. But I have to have a car. I have to have a house. I have to support a family because I want to grow my family. And then what's left? No money, no time, no life. Nothing. Family's important, don't get me wrong. But when do I get to experience life? You know? I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe this time. No, not that. Oh, how about that? Oh, never mind. And it's like, oh my gosh. This weekend I worked all the way until 3. I finally get to go to Disney Springs tonight. I'm going to take some photos. Then tomorrow I work for a 5-hour shift. Then I get off. I'm going to go... Excuse me. Then tomorrow we're going to go see a car show. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. And then maybe the club at night. Hopefully. Then I'm going to have to get up in the morning on Sunday at 7 a.m. and do a 12-hour shift and then start my week again. So you can see why I'm trying to utilize my Friday and really squeeze out the most of my Saturday, even though I'm getting out at 12 p.m., which means I'll have approximately 6 to 8 hours of free time, and then going to the club, 4 hours, 12 hours of free time over the course of an entire weekend, and then get a little OT. So I can maybe make $200 over the course of a 12-hour shift. Less after taxes, $180. And what is that? That's food for the month. That's half a car payment. That's one car insurance, you know? That's utilities if I had a house. It's nothing. And you're like, well, that's just one weekend, you know, you gotta grind hard so in the future, you know, you're better off. But that's what I mean. It's one weekend, and then it'll be next weekend, and then it maybe won't be next weekend, but it won't be the next. It's like your whole life is spent so you can wait until once a year you can decide that you're going to get a month or a week off so you can go on a cruise with your family. You get 1 cruise a year. Maybe 2 if you're a manager. And that's it. There ain't nothing else. Ain't no other time. Man. That sucks. That's like paper. I love it. But yeah, we gotta figure this out, you know what I mean? And I think we will. And I hope you figure your thing out too, man. Or girl, sorry. But in the meantime, we just gotta slow down and live in the present. And try to make the most of our time here. And sometimes it's easy to forget that. There's times at work where I'm like, yeah, okay. And I should be more open to fun. And that's why people get in trouble at work and they be going to HR and stuff, because our entire lives are work. You gotta be able to joke at work. You gotta be able to have fun, let loose, have a little bit of interestingness. Because that's our entire lives. That is wild, though. Well, I hope everything works out for you. I am thinking about doing some business stuff with the photography, offering photos to people. You know, hey, I'll send them to you, no problem. I'll give you my number though if you want to Zella homie. You know, just saying. I think that has potential. Another way I could do weddings, but I'm so new to this, I don't want to ruin someone's wedding because I suck at taking photos. So I figure I'll be like a side or assistant, be like, hey, you don't have to pay me, I'll work for free. I just want these for my collage, my my profile. But I also want to take some interesting and creative shots for you. They may not be going in your scrapbook about your wedding, but you can definitely throw them up on a video and be like, wow, that was fun. You know, that was a cool shot. Like, let me find those small moments in your wedding that you're not going to get with your normal photographer. Let them take the big moments, let them get the big ones, the important ones, and I'll get the weird ones. You know? Or just be an assistant to another photographer and try to chill out, man. Let me be. This guy be all up on me. People be hella stressed on this road here. Everyone's trying to get home. I get it. Trying to get to work. I'm just chilling. But I would like for people to be a little bit more responsible driving, so that maybe we can all get to where we want to be and not have to get into a wreck. This whole thing is backed up and now I'm regretting even driving out here. Clean. Let's get around this guy here. Clean. Sorry, I'm focused on driving right now. I'm excited to go to Disney Springs. I'll try to show you around if I can. Now the real question is, how do I do vlogging without looking like an ass? You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about an Insta360 camera, like an X4, where you can change the orientation from vertical, horizontal, 360 degrees, wherever you want. You just have to throw it up there. I like that concept. The problem is the sensor size. and you've got the Insta360, but like the GoPro knockoff-ish kind of thing. Huge sensor, one-sided, but the battery life is going to be killer on it. The storage won't be as bad because it won't be some goofy 360 degrees, so there's that. It's still a wide area, so you're able to, you know, you're able to get a whole area without having to turn the camera too much. And if you miss the shot, you can't, because it's basically 180 degrees, like it's like a huge fisheye. That's a great thing about action cams. And the audio is getting good enough now where I think it'd be able to, I think it could hold its own for sure. But my phone is free. I already have it, so that would be nice too. I have to get a mount for my phone. My phone is always dead now though, so that kind of sucks. I'm running out of storage. I'm probably going to burn up storage on this trip. So who knows? Maybe I'll change that around. Yeah. This is good. Make you some pork jerky. Beef jerky too expensive. You gotta make pork jerky. Sorry. Yeah, I need to edit this stuff out or something. Talk about my day at work, you know? My day at work was pretty good. I mean, it was long, but I had to get there at 5:30 today. Still fun though. And I learned a couple things today. Like always, I try to learn a little. Alright, man, you better let me pass, because I'm going to get up here in a sec. 251! Like? Come on, man. Let me be. Alright. Ooh, I do not want to be driving back now. No more U-turns till late night tonight. That's for sure. That traffic is terrible. These are everyone that's been working up in downtown Orlando. that is that's headed back home now. And I'm headed towards Orlando for a little night vibes. Wish I brought my jacket because it's gonna be cold tonight. I can count on that. I'm gonna thug it out. Yeah. Let's see. North is that way technically, so let's stay on the left side and see where this exit comes out. And 3, 2. And it's gonna be the right side. Never mind. North, south, never mind. South. Come on. Next, and go. This thing be changing up on me. Never get used to that. I will never like driving on the highway here. I hate this. And this isn't even for my job, let alone, I mean, this is just for fun. This is, well, trying to have fun. Just imagine doing this in full traffic on the way to work in the morning at 4 a.m. Because you ain't getting to work on time at 5 a.m. for your 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. job. No way. You better be out here at 4. Getting home at 6 p.m. maybe. You get out at 4. That sucks. And I'm sorry, I definitely respect you if you're able to do this every day. Yeah. Be goobers driving around here. Whoa, chill out, man. 417 south, we stay here. Alrighty. These Volkswagens deciding to zoom around everyone. Let's say you don't have someone that taught you how to drive. Most important thing, stay in your lane. Next thing, brake, go. You want to look in front of you? You want to go brake? Oh, someone in front of me, brake. Don't get too close to someone on the butt, especially if you're going 70 miles an hour. There is no reason to be on someone's butt. And think about it like this. What if this person was an absolute idiot right now and decides to brake for no reason? Are you able to brake for no reason in that span of time? Are you able to stop your car in a safe manner? I doubt it if you're riding up on his bunghole. So I suggest that you stop or hang back from that person. You going 5 miles an hour faster and being right up on someone's bunghole does not get you to your destination faster. It gets you to heaven faster. So be smart, stay safe, and don't get hurt. And that's what I've tried to apply to this defensive driving. Because the thing is that driving test that you take, the multiple tests that you take, the hour or the year of driving lessons that you get from your parents, if your parents are good enough teachers, it doesn't teach you everything. And it doesn't teach you all of this. For me, I like listening to music because it keeps you focused on music road, nothing else. You don't get to tune out. You are in this moment right now, music road, that's it. If you listen to silence and you're not talking like me right now, you will go, I wonder if I left the stove on, and start veering all over the place, guaranteed. Especially if you're a new driver, you start, not you'll doze off or get distracted, you will literally start going, oh, what about that? And whoop, now you're not thinking. So how come they want me to stay on this? Okay. I know I want to go to Disney Springs. And there'd be a lot of control over here. understandably. But apparently it wants me to stay on this road for a bit longer. So fair enough, we will. Oh man. In my relationships in the past, I've clung on to people a little bit too strongly, a little pathetically. And the reason being for that is because, well, all of my happy times in life, all of the good things that have happened to me are fleeting. You know, they come and go very fast. Come on, man. Why are you riding me? And that's the thing with life is all the happy time. Come on, man. Let me be. Alright, I'm getting through. Yeah, but there'd be some times where you're like, okay, I'm definitely getting too clingy for this person. You know, you hold on to something good, and eventually you hold on it too strong, and I'm talking about, take for example my last relationship. I hung on too strong. She wanted to be friends, and I wanted a relationship. Didn't work out. It's kind of pathetic, but you know, mixed messages. Soft boy doesn't understand what he's getting into. A woman who's definitely older than him taking control of the situation, and I lost. For sure, I lost on that one. But what I did learn is to keep your heart safe, for sure, and to look out for red flags right away. And actually, if someone says, "No, let's be friends. No, let's be in a relationship," they just want to be friends, and let's be real, not really. But they're too nice to say no, or not nice enough to say no. So they just kind of keep you around because they're getting something from you. You know, for me, I think it was affection. For me, I was given affection. And for a lonely person, you know, maybe that's what she wanted. Maybe an innocent person that was like just trying to care for her. Maybe that's a possibility, I guess. I don't know. Couldn't have worked out long term for multiple reasons, but I do think that it could have been good. I don't know. But the main reason that failed, that burned, was because I was working night shift at the time. And when I was working night shift, actually our first date basically, I didn't sleep. I think I took like an hour nap and then headed over to our first date, like a breakfast thing. So she sleeps in, I have to sleep right away and wake up at 4 p.m., you know, and go to work for night shift. So the shift schedule difference screws people up. On top of that, an hour drive, you know, and then also, since my time is limited, I would just try to spend every moment I had off with this girl. And it was stupid. Never burn all of your time just to spend time with someone. You know, it's just a waste. Don't cut off friends. I didn't do that, but I cut off time that I should have been spending on myself. But that's the problem, man. You gotta make time for people sometimes. It's hard to do. It's finding that balance. It's pretty challenging. And, you know, another relationship, I friend-zoned this other person, And she was thinking of something else, but also at the same time showing a front of friend zone. So it's like, we're both in agreement on the surface that we're just friends, but then low key, in the back of your head, you thinking that this is something else. I don't know where you getting that from. Because I was not showing any signs of that. That's kind of weird, right? And now for the past, it's been a while, 4 months, I ain't done nothing. I've hung out with people, for sure. I've been into romantic areas. I've had opportunities that have absolutely bombed. But at the end of the day, man, I don't want none of that superficial garbage. And quite honestly, when people ask, oh, you don't have a girlfriend? Why don't you go ask out that waitress over there? Oh, why didn't you talk to that girl at the club? Oh, why didn't you, whatever, why don't you talk to one of these girls from the gym? It's like, yeah, okay, there's tons of them. I see them on Insta. I know they're there. I just need to find me one naturally. So it doesn't feel like I'm just going, what's up, baby? What's up, baby girl? Can I get your number? No, I don't want that. That's gross. I mean, it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not detrimental. I just don't want to superficialize it to that level. I'm definitely a superficial person, but I'm trying not to be that, Maybe we all don't need to be that bad. Why is this going to Epcot? Oh my gosh. 1 second. Hold up.